Right, I'm currently at home and today I'm buying quite an interesting car. It's a car that I've never had. You probably already know what it is from the thumbnail, didn't you? Discovery, Land Rover Discovery 5, so I think it's a 5. It's the latest one anyway. I'm buying it off my friend Simon, who was the owner or the previous owner of my green M6. So he's anal with his cars, he does look after them, and in fact the car's actually at a detailer's. It's been there all week. It's a guy that he uses in a village called Todderton, which ain't far from me. And I'm gonna head over to the detailers. Today is Friday. It's been there since Tuesday. He spent the whole week cleaning it apparently, so it's gonna be sparkling clean. And yeah, I'm collecting it, buying it, go for a little drive in it, and get it up for sale. Let's go. That guys. This car is mint, isn't it? So fully detailed. This car, I think I said it earlier in the video, it got dropped off on Tuesday. It is now Friday and they've spent most of the week day and night on this car cleaning it. Not because it was particularly dirty, but it's because of the extent that these guys go to when they clean the car. And I'm going to talk to you in a sec about how much they charge to do a detail to this level. Now I am here talking highly of these people because basically Simon is a friend of mine. He likes his cars, he buys brand new cars, looks after them, and he uses these guys to maintain all of his cars. Obviously Simon's the guy that bought the M6 off, which was a beautiful car. Let's start the engine on this. It starts, has it got fuel in it? It's got 12% fuel in it, which is 12% more than most of my cars. Yeah, so Simon's always talked highly of this guy. So his father and son, Andy and Dan, they work from this little unit outside of the village on a little farm, and they go to town on cars. They do high-end cars. They're stacked out, booked up. They're not doing, I'm not shouting them out because they want loads of work, but I'm just so impressed with the level that they go to, or the extent that they go to when they detail a car. So let's quickly talk about the Land Rover. So Simon bought his car brand new. Press OK to clear. It's now done 49,000 miles. It's nearly 4 years old. New thereabout or close to £80,000. Generally by year 4, cars are depreciated by about 50%. So right now it's worth sort of in the region of £40,000. And it is a first edition Land Rover Discovery 5, which was the highest model available at the time. It's sort of comparable to an autobiography. And if you look around the outside of it, he's put 22-inch Range Rover SVR wheels on it because he's like that. They look really nice. And what else he's done? The black touches on the front, so the grills at the front bumper there, the black rear diffuser. He's had the rear number plate centralized. Those that are familiar with these cars will know that the rear number plate is usually off center, which is some people don't like it. I personally don't mind it, but I definitely prefer the central look. So all these little touches he's done on the exterior of the car, they all look nice. He's also put the side steps on the side of the car as well, which they didn't come with them from factory, but that again gives the car just a nicer little look. I know this is slightly different to the normal thing I'd have on my channel, but it is an amazing bit of stock. It's unbelievable spec, and yeah, just every car that I ever buy off Simon, it's always just spot on. So the guys here, Andy and Dan, are called Unique One Detail, by the way. I will put all of their details in the description below, and I will talk about them more in a sec throughout this video. All right, so let's attempt to drive this wonderful car to work, because all I'm doing right now is I'm just going to drive it straight to Binker, get some photos of it and get it up sale. It is literally ready to go. It's fully serviced, all up to date. It's had brake discs and pads, and it's had everything done, and it's even been detailed. So let's hit the road, yeah? This is a big car, isn't it? It's also 7-seater, by the way. And in fact, check this out for a feature. So I'll overlay a little shot of the rear seats as they fold up right now. I can't even remember what the spec option was called, but yeah, that was also a spec option. And on the interior, you've got rear entertainment. Yeah, nice spec option. Not many people tend to use their rear entertainment, and I think I'm going to use Simon as an example of one of those people. But the headphones, they still got a plastic film on them, which is quite funny. Heated and cooled front seats, heated and cooled rear seats, rear climate, twin roofs, like twin sunroofs, which is also amazing. Let's do that. That's like a bloody surfboard. That thing is huge. Oh, there's a puddle. I do not want to go through a puddle. The car is like spanking new, spanking clean even. I just went through a puddle. I guarantee a bird's going to shit on this car. Like 100%, a bird is going to see me driving this car, get that aim spot on, and splatter me with loads of fresh white and green bird poo. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Meridian sound, heated steering wheel. What else? Cyclists in front of me. Are they all right? The colour, it's actually black, but it looks blue. It's sort of like that carbon black that the old E46 M3 was. On the inserts on the door cards here, you've got like a marble effect silver brush trim. That's my analogy of that. So yeah, like I could talk about the spec levels of this car all day. In here you've got a button, you press that and that stuff comes down. That's amazing. And then on the inside of here you've got this, which is a remote control that looks like it's also never been used, and by the way, that is one of the most attractive entertainment controls I've ever seen for a car in my life. But yeah, that's also very nice, and it's also quite impressive that thing there folds down. You'd never expect that would happen. It's got 2 glove boxes, and it's just a proper family car, isn't it? Usually I've got quite exciting sports cars on my channel, but this thing is just a 3-litre diesel. I don't know how much horsepower it's got. I'll put it on the screen now. I'd guess maybe about 250. Doesn't do much when you put your foot down though. But it's the type of thing that a lot of people with a big family, with a bit of money around them, will definitely want to treat themselves to. The screen on the centre here, obviously earlier Land Rovers, I would say lack a bit of, they needed modernising, didn't they? And this all looks very nice and modern. Got no idea how to use it, but it all looks very sleek, and it seems to do as it should as I swipe my finger across the screen there. So that's all very nice. Let's quickly talk about the details. So Andy and his son Dan, they've, like I keep saying, I'm going to say it again, 3rd time in this video, spent 4 days cleaning this car. I can't believe it, man. Like, we've got valeters at work and I'm on their case. I'm like, boys, you need to bang out like 10 cars a day. If you're not, I'm not happy, right? This car took all that time to clean, and what they've done is they fully clean it, they fully wash it. He's just explained to me everything he's done. He didn't want to be on camera, annoyingly, because the words coming out of his mouth would have been loads better than the words that are about to come out of my mouth. But he's cleaned it, he's clay barred it, he's washed it again and polished it, and then washed it again, and I think he's done a 2nd stage polish and then washed it again. He's also fully detailed under the bonnet. He then obviously fully detailed the whole interior. It all smells very fresh and new in here. And then finally, after doing all that and then washing it again, because you've got to wash it after every single stage that you do anything to the car, he then ceramic coated the whole car. So now the paint is apparently protected for about 15 months or something, he said. So providing it gets washed correctly. So it's quite nice when you deal with decent people that have got high standards, and they just do a proper job of things. And they do. Look, Andy charges a lot of money, yeah? It's a lot of money. I haven't talked about the money yet, have I? Drum roll. To get your car clean to this extent, and I don't think this is just Andy's prices, I think this is any detailer in his league or on his level, it's going to cost you between £1,500 and £2,000, right? That is a lot of money, but if you want your car done to that level, that's what it's going to cost you. Now, to me, I've heard of people getting their cars cleaned for that amount of money, and it does surprise me. But when you get in a car after it's had all that time spent on it and all these chemicals and all this protection put on it, it's got a nice feeling to it, I'm not going to lie. So I know for sure it's not going to suit loads of people, but for me, as a guy that's just bought a bit of stock, again going back to dealing with decent people, Simon's a good guy. He's always comes back to me to sell his cars, and every time he sells me a car, he gets it finished to a high standard, and he'll be honest with me if there's anything that he's doing or anything that's any issues with the car, he will tell me, and he's just had it fully detailed, ready for me to go off and sell. He's happy for me to earn money, and that is a difference when you deal with good people and they've got good standards. So shout out to Simon, shout out to Andy and Dan, and the Land Rover Discovery. Do I like it? Yeah, it's alright. It's alright, it's the Land Rover Discovery, isn't it? But one thing it is for sure for me is it's a great bit of stock, and I know full well as soon as my brother Aaron sees this car, he's a plumber, he's got quite a lot of children, he's gonna want this car. But Aaron, if you do watch this video, sorry man, I'm getting upset, and it's gonna go to one of my lovely customers. So yeah, I think, is that it? Is that everything? I've covered everything I wanted to cover. Basically, I was picking up this car today. It's a journey to work. I am now on my way to Binker, and I thought, it ain't the most exciting thing in the world, but I think the detail factor impressed me quite a lot, and the fact that, you know, it's a different thing to have on the channel, innit? So why not? I'm here, it's Calvin's Car Diary. I'm just filming my life, doing my day-to-day activities, bringing my cameras along with me, and bringing you lot on the journey. So I am gonna just wrap it up, end it here. Let me know what your thoughts are about discos in general. I actually quite like them. Like, I mean, they serve a good purpose. They're quite a good all-rounder. They're definitely a proper family whip. If you've got dogs or whatever and loads of kids, it's a great thing for that. I might actually get the sunroof open in a sec. But yeah, cool car. Let me know as well about the offset rear number plate. Would you go for the centre option? Obviously that's done aftermarket, they don't offer that at factory. Or would you just settle for having it to the side? I think Quattro Coachworks done that in Luton, by the way, so if anyone does want that done, shout out to Ish, Quattro Coachworks Luton. If you want that done, give him a shout. I will put his link in the description below. I'll also put Andy and Dan's link in the description below. If anyone out there wants to go to town on their car, this is not a paid bloody ad. I'm just giving credit where credit is due, and it is well deserved, all right? So, yeah, gonna wrap it up. Leave it as that. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time, guys. If you did like this video, do me a favor in return, just hit like, because I did spend a lot of time filming this video and editing it. Get your words out, Calv. So definitely hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. New video every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 o'clock. Very wide range of cars on this channel, Land Rovers to GTRs. And one thing I didn't say about GTRs is, I just want to quickly talk about depreciation again, because I mentioned earlier about depreciation on this car. Generally, cars that are 4 years old have depreciated by 50%, which is a lot, yeah? But that's the reality of owning a new car, okay? The GTR, I don't know why the GTR just sprung to mind, but I just thought I'd mention this. The GTR that I've got at the minute, the 09 plate car, is obviously 12 years old. Generally at that point in time, between 10 and 15 years, cars are fully depreciated, okay? Then from 15 years onwards, they go one way or the other, depending on what type of car they are. Now, a GTR is definitely going to be a future classic. You've only got to look at all of the earlier GTRs in time. They've all gone up in value. In fact, the R34s are upwards of £40,000 now. They will increase in value, yeah? But a lot of cars, like probably Discos, that Vivaro there, will continue to depreciate at year 15 and eventually end up being on a scrap pile. But certain cars, like I say, won't. They will increase. Don't know why that just sprung to mind, but I thought I'd throw that in there before I go. I am now gonna go. I need to get to work. It's 2 o'clock. All I've done today is eat food and film a single video. Thanks for watching. Give me a follow on Instagram as well, at Calvin's Car Diary, and I'll see you on the next video, all right? Bye. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, I bought a car that you probably will find, actually you won't, you're not gonna find it interesting at all. It's quite boring. You'll see what it is on Wednesday at 6 o'clock.